We're in Sussex this morning at the Langham Brewery. Beautiful sunny day. It's a bit crisp, but it's a good day for doing a 18th birthday celebration brew. And I'm with Sal, and I'm with Fran, who's holding the camera for us. And we're going to talk about this brew. So we're going to brew a red ale.
Red ale, yeah.
And so what have we got base malt-wise, Sal?
So we're using low color Marizota, which we use in our 90% of our base. Then we're using three German malts. Melanoidin, that's the one. Which will give us that kind of reddish color.
Yeah, we're going to get some red hues from that, aren't we?
Which it tastes really nice as well. Then we're using the Cara Munich Type 3.
To bolster that sort of,
That'll give you some caramel.
Get us in the right region colour-wise as well.
Yeah, right, and some caramel in or biscuit tones. Yeah. Then we're using some chocolate as well, which of course will give us slightly a bit of colour and coffee notes as well.
Definitely get us in the right region colour-wise.
We will use some torrefied wheat for some head retention, and we will on the east side we will do a blend of SO4 and SO5.
So it's style-wise it feels like one where we're using some experimental hops, which we'll talk about later on as well. Yeah. But it's kind of a balance between the malt character and the hop character, and neither one is going to particularly stand out from the other. We want them both punching.
On the hops, as you mentioned, the two new hops for ourselves, all Adams, and they seem quite tropical in that fruity notes. And we'll leave that one for you to dig out the mash then.
Great, getting my muscles, flexing them again, it's good. Yes, congratulations are in order because this is 2023 and it's 18 years since the brewery started. Yeah. And how's the journey been from the start to where we are at present?
Interesting. Things have changed over the years. I mean, when we started there was myself and Steve, and we did everything. Brewed it, sold it, drayed it. Used to dray it out. We both had VW camper vans, so we used to turn up at the pub with, you could get 8 casts on the floor. You can get 8 nines on the floor of a VW camper van. And deliver like that. But so things have changed over the years.
You still got some of the customers you had originally back then?
The Duke of Cumberland, Henley, just up the road from us, was our first cup. But we supplied beer to that pub before we were a brewery, just as a see what clientele there thought, because they were getting their mates basically. But they're still one of our best customers.
Brilliant. And the beers you're making, are there any that still sort of like resemble some of the original brews?
Yeah, I think all of them have morphed a little over the years. But Hip Hop, Best, Sundowner we still do as a bottle beer. We don't brew it as a cask beer any longer. But those 3 beers were right there at the outset. Original 2 were, we brewed a beer called Halfway, that's gone. Halfway to Heaven. And we now brew Session Bitter instead, which is a different recipe. But the other, and that was brewed with Sundowner, and they were the first 2 beers that we had, and then Hip Hop came, and then Best. And then Special Draft. We try to keep things the same.
Sal, what are we looking at terminal gravity wise for this brew?
We're looking at about 1041, which will give us about 3.9% beer. And then with a second fermentation, we're aiming to reach a 4.1 final ABV.
And that'll go down to what sort of gravity do you think then?
About 1008, 1009.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, we try and have all our beers about that figure, about 1010, 1009.
And your mash temperature there is
At the moment it's spot on, 65, 66, which that's what we like to get. And,
fantastic.
yeah, all those happy sugars in there.
Right, so we've got to the stage now where the copper's filling up, and we're looking at hops to add during the boil and after the boil potentially. So we've got two experimental varieties, one from the UK, grown in Worcestershire, and the other one grown in the US. So the UK one is CF161, and the US variety grown in the Yakima Valley in Washington State is CF299. So I've not seen these hops before, so I'm kind of interested to see what they offer and how we're going to use them really. So let's have a little rub. So yeah, the UK ones are really bright and quite vibrant, intense, really citrus, lemon and a bit of lime in there as well, just really bright.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. And they're very sticky as well.
Yeah, they seem to have a good oil content, don't they?
Which is great.
And CF299 for me is less intense than the 161. It's got some really soft, gentle fruits in there. It hasn't got the intensity levels.
Now,
and in some ways, it's almost more like an English variety.
Yeah, I do agree. These ones they deliver a bigger punch to it.
Yeah,
that's
how I feel. Yeah, about it definitely. But it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm feeling that the combination of the two of them actually, hopefully,
will work out well.
Work out well with the style of beer that we're making. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts about how we're going to use them?
Yeah, well, I'll suggest maybe if we skip the bitterness side of things and maybe use the hops towards the end of the boil, and maybe what we can do, which that's a procedure where we do at Langham's on some beers, maybe use on maybe one of the hops we can do it on an 80 or 90 degree C, do a quick reserve and try to extract some of those hop oils that we really want to have in the red ale. Yeah, something to, if you're happy with that.
Fabulous. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah.